What up? What up, everybody? Let the things turn up. Rich Dollaz has started a live video. Rich Dollaz has started a live video. Sydney, what up, girl? You troublemaker. Keita Weeda, what up, baby? Teaser, I see you. So, yo, listen, y'all know every Wednesday night it's the Boys Club. It's Rich Dollaz, it's Sean Prez. Every week, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we go live. It's a good time. It's relationship talk. It's a good time. Sydney, you want to come in and talk about your latest shenanigans? Let me know. But yeah, y'all know what it is. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the Boys Club. Rich Dollaz, Sean Prez. Real relationship talk. We keep it real. We keep it 100. We don't sugarcoat it. We don't tell anybody what they want to hear. Sherrod, what up, bro? I ain't seen you at Lifetime. But yeah, let me get Prez in here. We can get this thing started. Sherrod, you ain't been at Lifetime, homie. I'm gonna stay tuned. Sydney, hang around for a while. We're gonna get you in when we do the comment stuff. Because I know you mad at Sean because of his last interview. I know that you had something to say about Sean's last interview.
Who are you talking to?
Sydney Starr.
Sydney's on here?
Yeah, of course. Sydney be on here every week.
Yo, Sydney, what up? Wow. What I do? What? Come on, I be holding Sydney down in these interviews.
She saw your interview. Now you interviewed her, and she said you did a good job. I remember that. But
yeah.
Then you interviewed Playboy.
Who?
Nigga, you know who you interviewed.
I interviewed so many people.
Chinky.
Okay, and I held it down. I did.
No, I know you did. I know you did.
Oh,
but he did. He tried to make it seem like it was some bullshit.
Nah, like I actually held it down. Like people was hitting me, mad at me, really? And I'm like, nah, yeah, people was hitting me. So I know I held it down because they was mad at me.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Sid. That's straight from the horse's mouth, right there.
Oh, what I mean, without a doubt. Like go watch the interview.
Okay.
I'm always fair. Like Sydney gave me a great interview. I like Sydney Starr.
Stay in trouble, boy. Sydney, stay out there. Sydney, stay out the damn blogs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, but here's the deal. Before we get into it, that interview it's kind of old now. That's why I was confused. I was like, yo, who I interviewed?
It was on the blogs like last week.
Oh, the blogs picked it up. I be on a whole different planet, you know that.
Yeah.
And I barely be on the social media, so stuff be out there and I don't even know.
Yep.
But yeah.
It was on the blogs like last week.
Okay, done deal. Yo, welcome everybody. It's the Boys Club. We got sidetracked with some bull crap. But shout out to Sydney Starr. Shout out to everybody who tunes in and watches us week over week. The realest relationship show on social media. Rich Dollaz, Sean Prez. We are the Boys Club. All right, Rich, I'm gonna do something I don't typically do, right? I want to get your thoughts on this. I'm gonna start. Usually, I will play a recording, but I'll usually do it deeper into the interview. I want to start it off this week playing the recording. I want to get your thoughts. All right?
Okay.
God willing, y'all can hear this. But for everybody, if y'all can hear what I'm about to play, please give me the thumbs up. Let me know that y'all can hear it. It's loud and clear so that we can have this dialogue.
Love to have one with me 100%. I just don't think it's out there. For me, 26-year-old Dominican blogger. You out here with that donut? She asked me for $25,000. Damn, she's a real one. Let's make some noise. $25,000. I was like, where did she get off asking me for $25,000? And then in the back of my head, I'm like, this is the tip of the iceberg. If she's my girl, then she'll ask, I need 100. Hermes. To get all of this money from my family. To have some bad come around and just start siphoning it out. That's never happening, yo. So that's why I don't think it's in the cards for me. I don't know if I could find someone who I'm gonna be attracted to, that's like a nice, good person. And
So you saying you got your guard up all the time?
you have to.
Okay.
I would love to have one with me 100%. I just don't think it's out there. For me, 26-year-old Dominican, gorgeous.
You out here with Totones? Okay.
So she asked me for 25,000.
She's a real one. Let's make some noise. Wow.
25,000. I was like, where did she get off asking me for 25,000? And then in the back of my head, I'm like, this is the tip of the iceberg.
100%.
If she's my girl, that means she gonna ask, I need 100
Hermes.
to get all of this money from my family to have some bad come around and just start siphoning it out. That's never happening, yo. So that's why I don't think it's in the cards for me. I don't know if I could find someone who I'm gonna be attracted to, that's like a nice, good person. And
So you saying you got your guard up all the time?
Okay. Could you hear it loud and clear?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that?
So shout out to Amina Bosbach just came in the room, but
Hold up, Rich. Hold up. For anybody who's just joining us, that was a clip from Drink Champs. And the person you heard speaking was Irv Gotti. So the Drink Champs, shout to DJ EFN, shout to Nori. They were interviewing Irv Gotti. And this was his thoughts on finding the perfect woman. Go ahead, Rich.
all right. So first, I text Nori and I told him, please stop calling that fucking thing, that brand, Hermes. It's called Hermes. Air like the air we breathe, Mez. It's not Hermes. It's not Hermes. It's Hermes. All right. Because that shit fucking drives me insane. Secondly, I feel bad for Irv. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel bad for Irv for multiple reasons. Irv is like, Irv was popping. There was okay. Irv was if people don't see the problem with the world that we live in now is people don't do their due diligence. They don't know. They don't really know. Irv was on top of the game. Irv was popping. Shanti, Ja Rule, Murder Inc., the Inc. after that. Like, Irv wasn't, and the game has changed so drastically that it's a new game now. He's not equipped to play that game because it the same. Irv is our age. So
Irv's actually older than both of us.
Is he? How old is Irv? Like 54, 55?
He said he was 53.
He's not even 53 yet?
No, he said he was 53.
He's 53. So your Irv is older than, he's older than both of us, but from that same world.
Yes.
It's an ego thing to pay for pussy. It's an ego thing. Like, I'm Irv Gotti. Like, do you understand? I'm popping. I was that dude. I was moving. Like, I'm Ja Rule. I'm Murder Inc. I'm that. I'm them. Like, that's my label. So I feel bad for him because he had a wife. He had somebody. And he fucked it up. He fucked it up. Self-admittedly, he will say he fucked it up. And now he finds himself as a 52-year-old man, or 53-year-old man, you said, as a 53-year-old man trying to play in this sandbox that he's not equipped to play in. He's not equipped to, it fucks with him the same way if you were single, it would fuck with you. The same way it messes with me every day when somebody comes to me and they're like, yo, because exactly what he said is how I feel. Like, who are you to ask me for 25 racks? Who are you to ask me for 5,000 racks? Who are you to ask me to pay your rent, your phone bill? Who are you to ask me those things? Like, who are you to me that you think that it's okay for you to ask me those things? But that's the game today. And when it's Roman, you must do it as Rome. when in Rome, you must do as Romans. You can't bring a 2008 mindset to 2023. These little girls, number one, they're not enamored with you no more. Because to them, you're just an old nigga. You're just an old nigga with money. Because they don't see nothing past $300 million that you just sold your publishing for. They don't even know what your publishing is. They don't even know what records you put out. Now, a Ashanti record might come on or a Ja Rule record might come on, but when did 50 kind of dead them? That was like 04, 05 around that time, right? That was like get rich or die trying time. So
correct.
We looking at 19 years that these kids ain't really seen you in the spotlight, ain't really seen you in the limelight, and you have an ego of somebody who's popping right now today, because that's never going to change in your mind. You being Irv is never going to change in your mind. But to these kids, you're the old man. And even in the interview, he said a 26-year-old Dominican. Bro, unless like Bad Bunny could fuck for free. You know what I'm saying? But to her, Irv, you're an old man, bro. You're an old head. You're 27 years older than that girl. Like she don't look at you like you sexy. She don't look at you like the way girls used to look at you back in the day. Like, I'm moving around with Irv. Which means I'm in circles with Jay and Puff and all the big dogs and X and Rule, and they don't look at you like that. They look at you like you the old head, and they looking at you like, pay, drop that cheese, nigga, pay. And it is driving you crazy as it would drive me crazy. Because the crazy thing, what I will say, Sean, is what has saved me is loving hip hop. It kept me relevant in eyes of people who would not know me from Bad Boy. Number one, I was never an artist. We were suits, so we were never artists. But we weren't production people either. Like, we weren't in the front of the people. So we would have when Bad Boy went away, it was over. That was it. Like, you reinvent yourself and you do new things. But loving hip hop put me on TV and kept me on TV in front of these kids for the last 13 years. So it's not Richie. That's why I don't get mad when people forget who you are musically, what you did musically, because I even embarked upon a whole new life that I can't get angry for people who don't remember, because I understand people don't remember. So I say that to say I understand exactly where Irv's coming from. I understand exactly where he's coming from. And the people who do remember him, the last thing they remember is him acting like an asshole on that reality show with his real wife, who he lost. Which is why he's running around chasing 26-year-olds who don't even fucking know him and are asking him for 25 racks, because all they do is Google and see 300 million. So I feel sorry for him as a man. I would 100% agree with everything he said. But I don't feel sorry for him in the fact that you had a woman who loved you, you had somebody, and you botched it up. You botched it up on your own. You botched up your own situation. Are you frozen, or is my bugging? Sean is frozen. Okay, there you go. You heard what I said?
Every word.
Okay, so that's where I am on that. In short, I feel bad for him because I understand exactly how he feels as a man who was like Irv Gotti is like where have we fallen? Like, you know how they say the mighty have fallen? Where are we? Where have you fallen to now where you are out here like Irv Gotti is tricking off or has to trick off to fuck chicks? Sad state of affairs. But that's where we are.
Well, you got more?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. For anybody who just tuning in, first and foremost, welcome to this week's Boys Club. We're talking about Irv Gotti being on Drink Champs, and he's saying he has a very difficult time finding love at his age. Okay, Here's where I'm going to start, Rich. But first and foremost, did you get to see that interview, or did you see any clips of it?
That clip you just sent?
Yeah, you sent that to me, but did you see any others?
Oh, no,
Did you
I
see any?
saw a couple of them. I saw a couple of them. I didn't see the whole interview. I didn't watch it on Drink Champs, but I saw the clips that were circulating.
Okay. And I say this, you know, I'm from that era. I came up with all of those guys. That's our era. And I say this with no malice, and it's no slick talk. It is genuine concern, what I'm about to say. I really, whoever is on his team, whoever is with him day to day, if y'all love Irv, y'all need to keep Irv off them blogs and off them podcasts. There is something going on with that gentleman, and I feel like we're watching him diminish in real time. Irv don't seem like the Irv from back in the days. This really seems like, I don't know if he needs some meds. I don't know what it is, but there is something going on, and I really believe his team needs to have a real talk with him and sit him down and say, look, I know you feel normal, you feel like you, but there is something else going on, and I think we're watching his decline in real time, and that's just showing. Like, if you look at his facial expressions, like Irv went from angry to happy to emotional to, it just was in a 5-minute span. It was these highs, it was these lows, it was these weird faces he makes. So as a person of that era, I'm seriously concerned for him. That's just showing. And I say that with concern in my heart for him. So that's number one. But number two, putting all that to the side, Irv has a very specific list of criteria. He wanted a bad B, 26 years old, Dominican, with a fat butt. That's your criteria. You're looking for love, but your criteria fits into a box this big. Like you're looking. You said, I don't think love is in the cards for me, but your list of criteria is so shallow, and it's so skewed, and it's so off, for lack of a better way to put it, for a person who's looking for love and companionship in somebody who's not gonna rape and pillage me because they know I'm worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Nigga, if she, I'd be mad at her. Like it wasn't it 6 months ago he went on
Guys, I don't know what the hell just happened. The whole internet just went crazy for a minute. I'm gonna get Prez back in here. Leah Murphy, what's happening? Everybody popping in. I apologize. It was me. That was me. 100% me. Keita, what's up, baby? Caramel Kisses, what's up? Prez is back. Okay, let's get him back in the room. I apologize. I don't know what just happened. Sean, where we at? Yeah, I don't know what just happened, bro. My shit just started blinking out. So
Yeah. All good.
the last thing.
Okay,
You said
I can pick it up. I can pick it up and we can edit it for later. Okay.
Okay.
First and foremost, everybody, welcome back. So I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna start after I said I'm a little concerned about it. Now, Rich, with yes, I am concerned about him. I truly am, and I think that anybody who loves him and is part of his entourage, his immediate entourage, his handlers, need to keep. And for anybody who's just joining us, we're talking about Irv Gotti. He was just on Drink Champs, and he said that he cannot find love. He don't think it's in the cards for him. I think his handlers need to keep him off of these podcasts. That's number one. He doesn't do great in these interviews. But with that being said, Rich, Irv wants love, and he said, I'm looking for love, but I don't think it's in the cards for me. But what really blew me away was when he gave his list of requirements that he's looking for. 26-year-old, Dominican, bad body, big butt. Like, this man's list of requirements are below shallow at best. His list of requirements of what he's looking for is the total opposite. It will attract the total opposite for what he says he wants. And when I was watching the interview, I because this is bigger than Irv, right? We do this show. We'll take what's going on in pop culture, but we'll bring it into everyday relationships, things that people are going through every single day of the week. And if there's anything to be learned from what he said is, he's getting exactly what it is that he's looking for. He is. I know his mouth is saying, I want love, but everything else says, I want to be raped, I want to be pillaged, I want to knock down the baddest chick on planet Earth, and I know the baddest chick on planet Earth comes looking for the bag. And guess what, y'all? I'm the bag man. Because I just told y'all 6 months ago, proudly, I went on a whole media tour telling the world I just sold my music catalog for $300 million. Now 6 months later, I say I want love, and I'm looking for Mrs. Right. I'm looking for the woman that's going to love and respect and treat me as the man that I am, but they got to fit into a box this small. Got to be young, in her 20s, got to have a bad body. I don't even want an American. I want some Latino, and to be specific, I want Dominican. And she gotta have a big old butt. Well, nigga, what the hell do you think comes with that package? That package comes with like, literally, that package comes with, you remember when we were small and they had the McDonald's, the Hamburglar, the nigga had the mask on his face, and that package comes looking like the Hamburglar. Like, I'm gonna stick you up. That's what the nigga, if you get that package, be prepared to be stuck up. And what kills me is because when he gets stuck up, he's surprised. It's like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming. She came in and asked me for 25 racks. 25. First and foremost, she 26. But this chick is a professional. Like, she looked at this nigga, and to your point, this is not 25, 35 years ago when Irv signed DMX, when he signed Ja Rule, when he signed Ashanti, when he signed Jay-Z. Nigga, you the old man in the club now. You the old man in the club. Yes, you can buy your little section, but that hot little thing that come in with her friends, looking for the old man in the club, tricking off, she chose you. You didn't choose her. Nigga, you was the mark. She came looking for you. And you think you chose her. You up in the game. So when I hear him, I'm like, this dude is so disconnected from reality. He's so disconnected from his own shortcomings, from his own foolishness, that he doesn't understand he is standing in the way of his happiness. He is standing in the way of all of the blessings that's being blocked by him. I don't have nothing against having a penchant for beautiful women. I don't have nothing against if you got a certain type, you want a Dominican. I don't have nothing. But nigga, be real clear. If the top of your list is beautiful, fat butt, 26-year-old, Dominican, I can see that being in your list. But if that's the top of your list, your priorities are off. You're not looking for love. What you're looking for is to be sleeping with a chick that even surprises you at 53 years old. That you can look down and be like, oh, damn, I can't believe I hit this. Shorty look good. I can't believe I got this. That's what you're really looking for. You're not looking for anything more. So I would just tell anybody out there, and I'll bring it in with this, right? Sometimes we block our own blessings. Sometimes we stand in the way of what it is. No, let me rephrase this. Sometimes we tell on ourselves, Rich. Like sometimes we tell on ourselves. Nigga, anybody can talk. I'm not trusting your words. I'm trusting your actions. Anybody could say, oh, I want a good man. I want a man who loves me. I want a man who take care of his family. I want a man who's responsible. I want a man who loves my dirty drawers and loves his kids and he home by 5. But you know what you're looking for? You're looking for the baller in the club. You're looking for the nigga who popping bottles. You're looking for the nigga on the corner who getting the money. You're looking for that dude who riding up and down the street in Range Rovers and freaking Benzes and this and that. And then when you get exactly what it is you picked, you're confused, or you act like you're confused when you got exactly what it is that you wanted all along, despite what your mouth said. But that's just my thoughts on it.
Yo, nigga, you own one tonight. I can't even follow that up because you said it, and you're right. Herb is that chick that's on the internet, that angry woman on the internet, talking about how there are no good men. In the same way, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair for us to come on here week after week and destroy that woman, but in the same conversation or the same breath, we are not going to keep it 100 about the men that are saying, I don't want to be raped and pillaged. I want to find help. I want to find a woman. But yet your criteria is, like you said, to what you said, your criteria is 100%. You're looking for shorty in Dykeman. You're looking for shorty out in Queens on Steinway. And what do you get when you go out to Starlets? What do you get when you go to those clubs? That's what you get. And I feel bad for him because he's an older dude, and I 100%, Sean, I 100% get the time difference and what he's used to and what the playing field used to be, what the dating pond used to be, and it isn't that anymore. And it probably disgusts that man to no limit. just because it just messes with your ego. And growing up and getting older, it ain't always sexy, especially if you want to run around with 26-year-olds from Dykeman. You're gonna get taken advantage of, man. And to your point, the people around him, Chris, where you at, bro? Like, get your brother, man. Get your brother, man.
You know, it's interesting, and I do want to go in a couple of different places. I didn't know we were gonna stay on this as long as we did. But you mentioned, you know, getting older. And this is something women, y'all need to listen to us. You know, as women get older, they get stressed out because they look in the mirror and they understand, like, yo, like I ain't that youngin' I used to be. Now y'all are pissed off looking at the young girls and this, that, and the third. Men go through the same thing. Like you like literally men are well aware. And I don't want to make this about women, but women think it's just them. They think it's just them that get older and they have a hard time shedding the weight. They damn near can't eat one chocolate chip cookie without stepping on that scale and seeing it go up a couple of pounds. They look in the mirror and they see them gray hairs coming out and they got to throw a little extra dye on it. Be real clear that your male counterparts, listen to the dialogue we just had. You talking about a 53-year-old. That's not even old, Rich. Like, let's just keep it a buck. That ain't even old. But that nigga is damn sure the old man in the club to them young things that he want. They looking at him like, yo, Bobby, you the old, you viejo, you that old man. And it's interesting because I don't know that women realize that men have the same concerns about themselves as they age. And contrary to what women believe, you know, we're all self-conscious.
Yes.
We're all self-conscious. And we all know, I don't care who you are, from Puff Daddy on that, like I look at Puff, and Puff's my brother. But you would be hard pressed to believe that dude, Puff, Sean Combs, today, was that fly nigga back in the 90s changing the freaking landscape of music, entertainment, and culture. That fly nigga, if you look at this dude, you're like, it ain't no way in the world that these are the same people. No way. So don't think it's just y'all, ladies. Like, psychologically, we go through the same things y'all do. Now, we might be able to get some young chicks even still, but the bottom line is we're very self-aware that we ain't them young boys we used to be. And it's hard when up here you feel young, but you're moving around and you got all these grays on you. And now chicks who's older than your oldest kid is calling you sir and talking to you like you the old man. Like, we're very, very well aware that, just like y'all are well aware. So we are, the playing field is even. So I just think it's something that needs to be said, because I don't know if it went over Chip's head just now.
No, that's real. 100% agree. 100% agree.
Okay. Yo, Rich, I don't know the young lady's name, but I told you I was going to bring this up this week. You said she was a friend of yours. She's from Atlanta or somewhere in Atlanta. Light-skinned honey. But anyway, she came on. You know what I'm talking about?
Erica.
Okay, maybe that's her name. She came on last week, and she said two things that I thought was dope, and they're conversation worthy. I'm gonna just straight out ask you: is there a such thing as respectfully cheating? Does that exist?
In the big scheme of life, no, it doesn't. Man, you can't. Like, see, this is where shit starts getting blurry, because in this day and age, anybody can justify anything. You could justify anything. Yo, I stole because I was hungry. My kids needed it, but it wasn't yours, and you took it, and that's wrong. But you can justify it. So now, what she was saying was like, he cheats discreetly. He is not taking her to the same restaurants that I go to. He's not being disrespectful to me in any way. Do you understand where we are with this whole thing now? When we're rationalizing and accepting cheating based on the level in which you showed me respect while you were disrespecting me. Like, that sounds insane, bro. That sounds insane. And I get it. And I 100% get it. I do, because there are some dudes out there where you just be like, yo, you just flagrant. You just disrespectful. You don't care. Like, you just like, bro, what's wrong with you? But then there's the dude who wants to maintain his relationship and he wants to be respectful while he's doing the disrespectful deed. And he's like, I can't take it to that restaurant because that's where me and Shorty go. I gotta go out of town. I gotta lie about business. I gotta go do, and you go through all the different things. I can't answer that question because there's no disrespectful cheating for me. For me, there is no disrespect. I mean, excuse me, there is no respectful way of cheating for me. There's no, you don't cheat on me. You don't give your body away. You don't tell me that you're mine and then go out there and lay up with some other dude. So now there's like, the biggest disrespect to me is that there's a dude out there who's looking at me. And this comes from my own thing. This is my own arrogance, my own, all the, whatever you want to call it. There's a dude out there looking at me and he's like, yeah, I'm smashing dude, his old lady. He don't even know it. Like, there's no bigger disrespect to that. There's no bigger, like, there's no bigger disloyalty than that. There's no bigger nothing than that. You are allowing me to walk these streets where there's a dude looking at me like, yeah, I'm knocking down his old lady. Like, I could crush his world right now. Like, what does that say about how you feel about me? Regardless of whether you do it in the light or whether you do it in the dark, the shit is disrespectful, and there's a person out there who you have given my power to. You have essentially given my power to. Like, if I'm looking at you and I'm thinking it's something that it's not, there's no way that you can't justify it. I don't care how discreet you were. I don't care how you made amendments and did all the things that you needed to do to try to keep it under wraps. You took my power away. You got me looking crazy. I don't care if it's discreetly or out in the open. So for me, there is no way to cheat without being a total disrespect to me. But I can't speak for everybody because I know there's a lot of people out there who is like, he didn't violate, but yo, he didn't violate. Like, you know, he did this, he did that. You know, I can only speak for me, and ain't no way. You lay down with another nigga, I can never look at you the same. Cause I can't even look past. I don't care what you bring to the table. I can't look past nigga laying on top of you, hunching away. I can't look past that, ever. I can't look past me walking through the streets of Dallas or Atlanta or Miami, wherever the fuck I'm at, Barbados, and some dude looking at me from across the room like elbowing his homeboy, like, yeah, look at this. Look at Shorty. That's his old lady that's in my text messages right now. Nah, bro. Can't happen. Can't happen.
Okay, so you brought something up I wasn't expecting. So I want to narrow this for you and tell me if you feel the same way. You made, how do I say this? You made this about you, meaning if your old lady cheats on you. But I believe, and this is where they're going to kill me in the comments, but we're going to have real conversation. This is what we do here. Men and women cheat for different reasons. That is factual.
Absolutely.
Cheating is cheating. We know that we know the end result is the end result. Like I'm clear on it. But for a woman to step outside the relationship, it is very rare that it's for the same reasons that a man steps outside the relationship. A nigga has no, I don't even know this chick's name. I got no emotional investment in this. I don't care if I never see her again. We have one conversation. I fell into some box. That's what happened. I wish I could give you more, but I went outside and I quite literally fell into some new box. I can't even tell you why. I didn't put no work in. She was there, she was available, and I messed up. Most women, that ain't the scenario, Rich. Most women, you talk like it is a whole, they're emotional. They have literally thought this thing
Yeah,
through.
Wi-Fi's going out.
Tell me if you can hear me.
I hear you now.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back to you because we're short on time. But with the nuance that I just threw in there, I need you to speak from that perspective because I understand where you were coming from. But when that woman brought up respectfully cheating, I want to give her comment as much of an in-depth look as an in-depth discussion as we could possibly give it. So start from what I just said and tell me if that changes your thoughts at all.
Of course it changes. The men cheat because it's available sex. Women cheat because there's a connection that they've given this. Another man has gotten that connection. Another man has essentially, quite frankly, this is going to sound like an oxymoron, but essentially, you can infiltrate a man's relationship without infiltrating a man's relationship. Like a man can knock you down and you cannot have infiltrated his relationship. It's just you're in the moment. Here we are. It's a convenience thing. I'm gonna knock it down. I'm going about my business, and I'm going home. I would say that 9 out of 10 times when a woman goes to cheat, she has been infiltrated by another man. When I mean infiltrated, I mean that man has her mind, that man has her attention, that man has her thoughts, that she's at home thinking about how she can get out the house and go see that man because she's into that man. So with that being said, yes, I understand what Erica was saying with the men and respectfully cheating. Obviously, she's a woman, so she's speaking about men. Men can respectfully cheat. Don't disrespect me. Don't do this shit in my face. Don't be so flamboyantly disrespectful with it. At least if you're gonna cheat. But for me, Sean, that's accepting being cheated on. Are we to the point now in this society where women just know that their man is going to cheat? Women just know that their man is going to cheat. So just do it the right way. Do it the most respectful way possible, and we can maintain our relationship. Like, I understand 100% what Erica was saying last week, and she's right. There's definitely disrespectful ways to cheat, and there's definitely a respectful way to cheat. But with that being said, are we to the point now in society where cheating is so normalized that we have gotten above being angry about a nigga who cheats the right way? That sounds absolutely crazy. And I can only think like myself. And if you with me and you sleep with another nigga or you do something that I feel is gone above and beyond what we can come back from, I don't have no problems walking away, because the standard that you set the rules that you put in place, if you let people walk over you, a couple of respectful cheatings will one day turn into disrespectful cheating. Because all you're doing is you're giving them rope. Listen to what I'm saying. Respectful cheating will at some point turn into disrespectful cheating, just like if you don't discipline your children, it will only get worse. It will only get worse. And that's all I'm saying. You can want to have a man and keep a man, and I can't normalize cheating for men or women. And people can say what they want to say about Richie D, but my ego won't allow me to cheat on a woman. My ego won't allow, because I don't feel like I got to answer to nobody. And if I'm out here doing me, it's because I'm single, and I will put that out into the atmosphere. I'm single. You don't have the power over me for me to run around hiding. And I tell girls all the time, don't worry about me cheating, because I don't think you have enough power, or I don't even want you to think that you have enough power over me, that you're going to make me run and do some shit and hide. Fuck out of here. That's who I am. I'm not giving you the opportunity to disrespect me, because it only gets worse. So like I say, although I hear Erica, women, I'm letting you know, the respectful cheating, I would venture to say that there's more to it than that. There's a reason you don't want to leave. Sociological, financial, the man's taking care of you, you're not in a position, so you are accepting the BS because you feel like you have to, and you are giving away your power. Because a couple of good cheating, respectful cheating, that nigga's gonna turn around and start fucking bitches in the next room. Give him that rope. Give him that rope. That's how I feel.
Okay. Interesting take. Let me share my thoughts. Where do I want to start? And for anybody who's just joining us, we had a caller who called in last week, and she asked us, was there such thing as respectful cheating? Meaning, if a man is not flagrant, if he is not sleeping with your sister, family members, if he's not taking a chick to the same restaurant he takes you to, yada, 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 blah, blah. I'll start with the end result. The end result of cheating is disrespect. By its very nature, cheating is disrespect. Let's start there.
Killing me with this internet, Sean. Your shit is in circles now. Can y'all hear Sean?
Can y'all hear me? No, is it me or Rich? I hear you perfectly.
I couldn't. You were doing, your thing was in circles. It was going, the circle thing was going.
I don't know, because it says I got 4 bars.
Oh, now it's back. You're back now. You're back. So just
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll make it quick. So by its very nature, cheating is disrespectful. But there's a gray area. It is. It's a gray area, because I'm a man, and niggas, depending where you're at in life, a nigga will love his family, love his woman, and everything else, and still slip up. And he had no intention in being with the woman that he cheated with. He had no intention of ever seeing her again. He could barely remember her name. That is facts. Am I taking that man off the hook? No. Was he disrespectful? Yes. Was there a such thing as respectfully cheating if he didn't do it? Maybe you can classify it as that. I don't know. He didn't do it in your bedroom. It's disrespectful. We get it. But this all stemmed from a conversation that she heard you and I talking about. And we were talking about, when do you take back your man? When can you even believe your man? And even begin to take him back if he stepped out of the relationship. And I bring all of this into it just to help women understand men don't cheat for the same reasons y'all cheat. I'm not taking men off the hook. But sometimes a man is genuinely apologetic and sorry and realize I effed up. I had a moment of weakness. I don't even know why I did. Matter of fact, you're looking for answers, but I can't even give you answers because I don't know why I did it. I don't know. You can put a gun to my head, and I will still tell you the only thing I can tell you. I effed up. Does that shit mean anything to me? No. Would I ever do it again? Absolutely not. I promise I'm not going to do it again. It's all real, Rich. It is. A man can literally step out and come back genuinely apologetic and sorry and mean every word of it because he had no intentions of stepping out in the first place. This had nothing to do with this woman, this woman touching my heart or my spirit, or we don't even have a connection. Matter of fact, I don't even know if we have a connection because I don't even know her that well. I just went out and fell into some box. But with that being said, is there a such thing as respectfully cheating? No. It's all disrespectful at the end of the day. But I do believe that you can take a man back depending on the circumstances and trust him again and trust that he won't do that again depending on the circumstances why he did it in the first place. And sometimes the circumstances are no circumstances. It was available, period. As whack as this might sound, but it is a man's truth. It is. But go ahead. It looks like you got plenty to say. And I'm sure I was getting lit up in the comments. So go ahead.
Oh, you're definitely getting lit up, nigga. You definitely getting lit up. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell nobody what to do with their relationship. We don't do that on the boys club. Like we're gonna give you the mentality, the thoughts, what come to the mind of the men, and all of that other good shit we say. We're gonna give it to you raw. We're gonna give it to you real, and we're gonna allow you to go make your decision.
Correct.
This isn't one of them things where we like bashing people and telling people what not to do. It's 100% up to you. If you feel like that man is repentant and he comes back to you and he's like, "Yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I just went to the club. She was all over me. I smashed. I don't even remember her name. I never even got a number." Whatever the case may be, you have to make that decision. I'm gonna pose a question to you.
To me?
Yeah, I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Yeah.
You out? You at the crib? You watching football? We chilling a Sunday afternoon. Your girl's like, "Yo, I'm going out with the girls." They end up at a bachelor party or bachelorette party, whatever. Next thing you know, blah blah blah. They drinking. The cops come in, or the firemen, or whatever they fucking got. Chocolate Thunder and all them niggas is coming in the room, and they dancing and grinding and all that. If your girl came to you and said, "Sean, I fucked up last night. I went to that bachelor party and Chocolate Thunder was all over me. I had 5 margaritas and 3 Henny and Incredible Hulk, whatever the fuck, and we ended up doing something, not even sexual, not actual intercourse, but we ended up kissing and he fondled me and grabbed on me and touched me." Could you accept that from your girl? And I know
My-
you did, so don't lie. Yeah.
My current girl.
Whatever girl. It could be your current girl, you back in the day. But we're talking about Sean Prez. The Sean Prez ain't changed. This answer hasn't changed.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Absolutely, like that. You knew the answer before you asked that question.
Exactly. And this is why I asked it. Because it's about the act. That's why it's so easy for me to walk away. Because it's about the act. You did that. You like me, like you cannot get past the thought of that. It's over. Let's just call it a day because I'm never going to get over it. I'm never going to accept that. I think too highly of myself to ever accept that you gave that nigga that power in that moment. Period, point blank. I don't understand why women don't do the same thing. I get it.
Okay. Stop there. Stop. You rich are rare, right? And you got to accept you're not the way you can turn it off, turn it on, the way you can dismiss and don't look backwards. That's not normal. It's not. And when we're having these conversations, and when I'm saying like, look, now I didn't say Sean could put up with my chick doing anything. But everybody ain't you and everybody ain't me. But also everybody who cheats is not going to be a repeat offender. Everybody who cheats is not genuinely sorry and apologetic and understands we built something here. And I own this. I did this. And if you choose to walk out the door, I get it. And I know I am the reason for the demise of our relationship. Not Rich Dallas. They can turn it off and turn it on. So when you're saying you don't understand how women can take men back, I need you to step outside of your own shoes. I need you to step outside of how you think. Some people can look at the human being and say, yo, humans are flawed. I've been with this person, and I know I'm not going to let this one action justify our entire existence together. I'm not going to let the fact that this person did something that I believe that they truly regret and they've been repentant and apologetic for, and let that trump all the good times we had together. Now, are you saying, can Sean put up with that? No, I'm not taking you back. I'm not. I'm with you 100%. I don't care if we together 100 years. Don't come to me with no bull crap. But here's the deal. I expect the same in return. I walk out the door, I get caught. I'm not expecting to walk back in and plead my way back into the bedroom. I'm not. It's done. I get it. Because I knew who I'm with. But don't ever, Rich, think everybody is like you. And I think by you doing that and making that assumption, by its very nature, you're off. Because you're assuming everybody can turn it off and turn it on as quickly and as definitively as you can. And most people cannot. Most people will not. And that's just facts.
Well, I guess in closing, I sure hate it for him. Because I guess that's an inability that I've acquired over the years, and I'm not even going to say that it's a good thing, because there probably are some good things that have gone by the wayside, that ego, narcissism, sociopathic behavior has kept motherfucker from actually maybe even finding happiness. But at the same time, this like we always say, what are your negotiables and your non-negotiables? maybe that might be my demise. What makes you great is also what it ends up being your demise a lot of the time. So anyway.
No, it's the truth, man. I mean, like you said, we talk about on the show all the time, non-negotiables. What's your non-negotiable? And are you willing to stand on it when the time comes? You know, Rich, there are pastors who have cheated. There are what I believe are good men who have cheated, and they've never done it again. They never have. So I would never get on, like Rich said earlier. The goal of this show is not to tell y'all what to do. The goal of this show is to help you understand how men think and why men move the way that they move. Make your own decisions. But I'm not gonna knock a woman either. For now, if a dude is a habitual liar, cheater, if you done caught this nigga time and time again, you the fool. But if you caught a nigga and in your heart and in your soul, you not ready to give up on what y'all built, and he's willing to go to counseling and you willing to give it another, like I can't blame you for that either. I can't sit here and judge you and be mad at you because you're not gonna let one situation define y'all. And there's a lot of men out there and women who got caught and they never did it again. In them relationships, I mean, let's just keep it 100. This hits close to home somewhat for you, but DJ Envy, it looks like him and his wife is stronger than ever. He fell off the bandwagon and he had an affair, got caught publicly, and the nigga literally, I mean, I truly believe it in my heart and my soul. That man messed up, and he regretted what he did. I do believe that. I don't believe that he did it since. Can we look at his wife and be like, yo, you a fool for having 2 more kids with him since you caught him? Or do you look at her and say, yo, you know what? Whatever y'all went through, whatever hill y'all had to climb, whatever rocky road y'all had to take to get back, maybe it was worth it. Cause this nigga looked like he's scared straight and he loved you more than he's ever loved. 30 years and got 6 kids together. So it's not, it's always a gray area. And people can judge and people can throw stones and say what they wouldn't do. Nigga, don't never say what you wouldn't do until you walk a mile in a man's shoes. That's just the truth. But anyway, we pass our time. We're about to open the phone lines up. But anybody who's looking to get in on this conversation, now's the time. Please hit that plus button below. If you get into the conversation, number 1, you must be in a place that is well lit. Number 2, you must be willing to show your face. Number 3, you must have good Wi-Fi or cellular service. And last but not least, you must have a question. Oh, and we added this. Do not hit the plus button if you are not truly interested in getting in the conversation. So if Rich picks you, you cannot say, oh, I just did it. I didn't know you were really going to choose me. None of that stuff. Just don't hit the plus button because you're messing it up for somebody who really wants to get in. All right, Rich.
All right, let's do it. Miss Cat Eyes. Miss Cat Eyes. No. Let me see.
Cat Eyes starting off wrong.
Yep. Amanda XO. Amanda Drawer XO.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, Amanda, what's up? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
What's up, Beantown?
the city that you love so much.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to the whole live from the beginning, and you know, when it comes down to really just having that self-respect for yourself, you wouldn't put yourself through a lot of that extra respectfully cheating and all of this superficial stuff. I don't feel like it's fair, because when you have substance and you're looking for something substantial, you wouldn't be so shallow and feel like you were saying earlier, Sean, like when Irv was like, all he wants is a Dominican with a big butt and she got to be young. That is highly superficial. But you have to understand what you're bringing to the table is superficial too. You have to look within yourself to really know, do I really love this person? And if not, what's really going on with me? And it's something that even at the age of 53, even I had to learn at the age of 44. I had to like really figure out, what I got going on and what can I bring. And if I can't bring nothing to the table, let me double back and figure out what I can and cannot do. You can't just say like, oh, well, I want this and I want that. Because now when you want it, when you had it, you didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So I really agree with you guys, but it's really up in the air. Once you have that self-love and that self-respect, there's a lot that you don't tolerate. And I agree with Rich, you have to have boundaries, because once you cheat, go ahead on with dude, go ahead on with shorty, enjoy, because you cannot come back here. Because once I'm open to you and I'm vulnerable and you know that, and you feel that you could just go back, double back, and then just run back, I'm not a track meet. This ain't no track field. Like, either we in it for the long haul or you go in here with homegirl. Like, that's just wild to me. But we're in like totally different times now, so certain morals don't resonate with people. So but thank you guys.
All right, since you didn't have a question, I have a question for you. So with that being said, with everything you just said, your man goes out and he cheats on you. And I know everything you just said would 100% imply that you would not take him back. But he comes to you and said, yo, I was drinking, I was at the club, I don't even know shorty. You're not giving nobody a second chance. You're 100% opposed to giving out second chances. So if, like you said, if he get caught cheating, you are on your go with shorty or whatever the case may be, because you are not welcome here anymore. That's 100% your stance, and you are sticking to that no matter what. So nothing changes that. There is no situation that looks like anything that would make you be like, I'll give it another chance. Nothing.
I think that's some bull crap, Amanda.
I lived through that already.
I think it's some bull crap, and I'm gonna tell you, Rich, go ahead, and then I'll tell you what I gotta say. Good. I don't know you from Adam, so I could be dead off, and if I am, I apologize. But go ahead, Rich. Say what you're gonna say.
Nah, she said she lived through it already. So I don't know. What does that mean, Amanda?
I had that experience in my life already, where it's like, oh, we're just talking, and you like diminish the whole situation, or she don't mean nothing to me. Oh, well, I love you. And then it's just like, I know if I did not even the exact same thing, I can go and hug one of my male cousins on my father's side. And because you don't know this man, because of your emotional insecurities, you feel a type of way. Well, who the fuck is that nigga? Look, that's my second cousin on my father's side. I don't know, dude. If that's how you feel, and they'll just go off on a tangent. So I honestly believe, if you really want to just go ahead on and just be that way, I know for me, I've been in way too many situations where I've been way too lenient with my power and way too open and way too naive to feel like he'll see the heart that I have. I've been there, done that, and I'm not here to just be like, oh, well, I still care. If you cared about me the way I care about you, you would know to not put yourself in that position. The same way I know, for me being your woman, I wouldn't put myself in no position to where I would have to really call you babe. Can you come and get me? I fucked up and I'll explain it to you later. Like that's to me being an older woman now, that's wild. You know, I just don't think, for me, I don't think that's fair. It's not. We all want people to care, but we have to really care about them consistently, continuously. And that's when it comes to, you can't necessarily say like, oh, well, you turn the switch on and off and off and on. You have to have boundaries. And I know for a fact, I haven't had any kind of leniency. So, you know, I've been lenient and I've been literally like walked over on, and it's not a good feeling. So I have to really stand 20 toes down if I could. I can't do it. And you can say that it's bullcrap, Sean, but like you said, we all have different lives, but I know emotionally what that feels like, and that's not a good feeling, you know, so I can't.
Okay, first I'm gonna say, dope. Everything you said, I think is dope. I do. I think you articulated your thoughts very well. I stand corrected because I was gonna go someplace else, but the more I listen to you, here's the deal, right? Me and Rich, we're one and the same. It ain't like I'm not forgiving. I'm just not like call me what you want. Like nigga, I don't want to hear your story. But truth be told, I don't expect you to hear mine. I don't. Like it is what it is. So if you, Amanda, have come to a place in your life where yo, you know what? I don't want to hear your story. I know we got something good or had something good, and even if your one night stand was just that, it was one night, it meant nothing. It meant everything to me, and we're done. If that's where you are with it, I applaud you for it. That's some grown woman. That's some grown woman, grown man, in knowing who you are and knowing your own boundaries. So I applaud you, and I'll leave it there. Where I was gonna go, I'm not even gonna go. Good job.
Thank you, Sean, because I know you're going to go off.
Yes, I was about to give it to you. I was about to give it to you. You're right.
I would have taken it too, because I love your perspective. I love when y'all come here and y'all give something a totally different perception, because in this society we rarely hear the black male point of view. We rarely do. And when we say behavioral health and mental health is real, it really is. And when you don't have that respect to come to your partner and just have that conversation, babe, what you said to me last week, even though we was joking, that was fucked up, and here's why. If you don't feel comfortable communicating with your partner that way, and then you just go out and find that emotional connection in someone else, you know, yeah. Because I'm just like, yeah, no, if I can talk to you and tell you how you had me fucked up in all these kind of ways, not going for hours, I'm a Gemini, I'm good with that. But it's just the factor of, Rich, don't make that face. But it's just the fact that I know how I feel, and I know if you was in the same position, you want me to listen to you, you want me to respect you. And if that respect really isn't there, it doesn't matter if it's a one night or a month, or you got her on the schedule from Tuesday to Thursday. Like, you're comfortable there, you know?
Facts.
And as vulnerable as I am and as open as I can be, I can't, I know what I bring to the table as my emotional power. I know who I am as a woman. I don't allow nobody to play with that. Nobody.
Good for you, girl. Good for you.
Agreed. All right, baby.
Thanks for calling.
I Amanda from Beantown.
Good job. Good job. You rep Beantown tonight. You rep Boston. Good job.
But yo, real quick, I want to say this to y'all, because what she just said something that I wanted to actually start the show with, or wait for you to get it in. long story long is this. I send Sean clips every single week. I send Sean clips of these dudes that are telling y'all what y'all want to hear. They want likes, they want follows, they want to get in y'all good graces because they simply are saying the stuff that y'all want to hear. Sean and I will never do that. We're not out here to be Kevin Samuels and berate and degrade people, but at the same time, we are not going to tell you what you want to hear, so our comment section looks like a bunch of thumbs up and hearts. We're going to give you the unequivocal feeling, our feeling, and how we want to give it up. That's it. It'll never change. It'll never be anything other than that. We are going to tell you the truth from the perspective of the two men that you're listening to today. We don't profess to be Dr. Ish or psychologists. We don't profess to be any of that. We profess to be the dudes that we are giving you our experiences, and that's all we can do. So the Jacksons, and we'll never have those dilemmas. We'll never have those problems where you're going to look up in 3 months and see Richie and Sean and be thinking about, damn, but they was on the live acting like this. Never gonna happen. I see SB just joined. Well, SB, glad that you could join us tonight.
Yeah, SB, you sneaking in and
glad
got
that
caught.
you could join us tonight, like I wasn't gonna see.
SB snuck on in and got caught. Word, SB, this how you doing it? You must forget. Rich be looking at them comments, man.
I do.
Yo, do you understand? She probably is pissed. Like, yo, I can't believe this nigga caught me on my way in.
Janine Aiken, are you in there? Yeah, SB, you caught. Where's Janine Aiken?
Hanging out with you, SB.
She's not coming in, right?
Nah, make sure you cancel her request.
Cancel her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here come the slick shit, Sean. So I guess here come the slick shit. Here come the slick shit. Here come the slick shit. And got the nerve to have bad Wi-Fi.
I'm sorry?
He got the nerve to have bad Wi-Fi.
I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
I thought you worked at the hair. I thought you do hair.
I do.
Oh.
And I'm a single woman in the big city, so I gotta work all the time, not just doing hair.
So where you working at now?
The U.S. Open. It's only for 3 weeks.
Oh, dope.
Very nice, very nice.
Give me a ticket. Go back to work, SB.
Thank you.
Give me a ticket to the finals.
Later, SB.
Blue Vet 75. Blue Vet 75. Are you in the room?
Yo, you know something? We gave SB a bad rap. Shout to SB.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What up?
Yo, so, man, I saw the Irv Gotti interview. I can't hold you, man. He sounded like a hater the whole time. So I didn't even really get to the point where he was talking about the type of woman he want. Honestly, the nigga looked sick, and he was riding Leo Cohen dick the whole time, so I turned it off. But the thing is, people want what they don't qualify for. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. The nigga look corny. The nigga look weird. Any chick that he say he want is only gonna be with him for his bread. And he just gonna have to be happy with that. Like Kevin Samuel said, some dudes gotta pay for it. And maybe that's what he gotta do. And I mean, it is what it is. It don't matter how much bread he got. You know, and some dudes understand it. Listen, I always hear people say the dating pool is full of pits. No, you're a toilet. You only qualify for pits. You can't be 5'2", 400 pounds, male or female, and want a dime. The shit don't work like that. You can't have bad breath 2 degrees, make $200,000, $300,000 a year, out of shape, dirty, and then say you want a dime. Shit don't work like that. So it's a dating game full of piss, so you don't qualify for who you want. The people that I know that are attractive, that do the work, they not complaining about the dating pool. They're actually getting what they want. And I think people just mad that they shooting for the stars and landing in the ocean. You can't blame the game. You got to blame yourself. I don't know what's wrong with like being normal. I don't know what's wrong with being regular. Like the Average at Best video, there's nothing wrong with being average. The majority of people are average. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that average people don't want average people. Unfortunately, a lot of average people want above average people. And only above average get above average most of the time. And even in like Irv Gotti, he make above average bread. He sold his catalog, but he's still not an attractive guy. He's weird. So, and that's a lot of weird dudes. A lot of weird dudes are mad at the game because they got bread, but they can't pull the shorties they want. Fam, it is what it is. Your money can, and women too, really. Your money can get you in the room, but at the end of the day, you probably just gonna have to pay for it. Some people understand it, some people don't.
All right, so you're very, very popular in the comment section right now. I will tell you that. They seem to love you right now. I disagree with you. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
47.
Nigga, you 47.
Yeah.
So you know Irv at his height. So you're 47 years old, and you really gonna sit on this live and act like Irv Gotti ain't justified in acting the way he act. And I'm not the biggest Irv fan. I think Irv is a good dude. I think he's cool. But I don't dick ride no dude. But come on, bro. Come on, bro. Irv Gotti was that nigga for a minute.
But listen, Puffy got a city girl going crazy for him. Puffy still cool. Irv Gotti knocked Puffy cool. Irv can't pull a city girl. Puff can. Puff cool. Irv not. Maybe what Irv should have did was what Jay-Z did. Find the baddest chick in the game, put a ring on it, and retire. I don't understand people these days anyway. Everybody follow Jay-Z. Everybody follow Beyonce, but nobody want to do what they did. Shit makes no sense.
Ooh, nigga. Talk that talk.
All right, I can't. You got me there. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that.
Even Cardi B and Offset, people may not agree, but they married. They got 2 or 3 kids and they chilling. They building. But it's like they fans listen to the music but won't do what they did. It's not our era where I didn't know a lot of rappers that was talking about what they was talking about. I didn't know they was married. I didn't know they had kids. But today, people know their favorite rappers got families because it's Instagram, it's Snap, and you see their actual family life. So the lies that they telling over their music, you know it's lies. It's just entertainment. But if you see how they actually living, then why not do that? Why follow the lies instead of the lies? Ooh, I like that.
Nigga, you on fire tonight. I'm done. Sean, go ahead. You on fire tonight.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Rich, I'm so surprised at you. I really am. You just shocked me. And your name is Fred, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with everything Fred said. Richard, listen. I sat quietly. I let you and Fred. You the same nigga who will talk about those dudes when we was in school and they would come up to the school thinking that they was gonna pull girls, because they driving. Meanwhile, the minute that they drive off the set, you pulling girls and gotta get on the bus or get on the subway. I don't care how much money a nigga got. Money Like that don't make you. You could be a rich cornball. You could be a rich cornball, and so many of these niggas have been blessed by God Almighty financially. But them niggas are the same corny dudes who couldn't get one girl when they didn't have money. And I'm so surprised because your ego, me and you sit on this show week over week, and we like, I don't care. Bad boy ain't never make me. Money ain't never make me. I was getting girls when I was broke. Where that rich at? All of a sudden, because Irv Gotti qualified for a black card, he did, and because Irv Gotti runs around in the circles he run around, somehow, some way, it entitles him to beautiful women that he might not qualify for, other than the fact that he got 7, 8, 9 zeros in the bank account. Nah, come on, Rich. I disagree with you on that.
Nah, see, this is where y'all get it wrong.
Yeah.
If I thought that,
dig yourself off this hole, Rich, because you winning.
Listen to what I'm
You
saying.
winning.
If I thought that Irv was that dude, when I say a dude is that dude, I'm not even talking about his finances. I'm talking about, to me, Irv always struck me as a dude who did not use his money to get chicks. Irv was that dude, like Irv almost what. Where I see Irv at today is a dude who used to get it without having to do those things. So
We
now,
talking about the same Irv?
you know Irv better than I do. I'm telling you, I don't know. I know Irv in passing. I don't know. You know Irv, like you.
Yes,
know Irv.
but you sure we talking about the same Irv?
Yes, the Irv today, Irv Gotti strikes me as a dude that back in the day used to be able to do his thing. Now, I know Irv, you know, he do what he do, but I never ever thought that Irv was the kind of nigga that was running around out here trying to pay for box. I always thought that his ego was like ours. Was I don't give a fuck what.
I never thought he was paying for box, nor should he have to. But I'm going strictly on what Brother Fred said. Nigga, like this is an epidemic in this world. Like let's just call it what it is. Everybody wants something that they just don't qualify for. That is just really that nigga. We need to go up on that mountain and come down with a tablet, and that needs to be one of the commandments. Thou shalt not want what you don't qualify for. That nigga just put an 11th commandment in that book. Good job, Fred. Like real talk, because this is bigger than freaking. This go across the board. Like you got kids today, real talk, who come into jobs and they work there for 6 months, 3 months, and they think now I should be making $100,000. I should have the VP title. I should be running this company. Nigga, you ain't put no work in. You've been here for 6 months. What are you talking about? Shut up and learn the job. You got all of these unrealistic people who look at social media and they looking at other people's lives and they want it and they want it without putting the work in. And the best I can say is I'm with you, Fred. People are unrealistic about what they qualify for. It's just that simple.
You know, like y'all live in that world. I don't. So I'm on the outside looking in. But it got to be something to say that Ashanti is with Nelly, I think. And I think the last time Irv did an interview, he was crying over Ashanti. I think Irv got more bread than Nelly, too. But Nelly got Ashanti. Here. I'm not gonna let you hurt yourself. You've been doing good. Like as far as I'm concerned, they all corny. So she wound up with him. It ain't because he know better than the next nigga. Maybe he just got a long stroke and he doing a little better in the bedroom. I don't know. But that's the deal though. Like a lot of times it comes to attraction. You can't buy attraction. Well, sometimes maybe you can, but if you, I'm no homo, but Nelly looks better than Irv. Nelly seems to have a better personality than Irv. So then your money don't matter. He just seemed like a cooler dude. Irv reminds me of the dude that was cool in high school that had all the girls. But he stayed in the, he played the game too long. And now he's sick.
Oh, okay, Fred, hold up. What you just said you thought Irv was, is all I've been saying the whole time. I thought Irv was the same guy. That's the only thing I'm saying. You just said exactly what I said. I thought Irv was that dude back in the day, and it ain't have nothing to do with women. I just thought Irv was that dude, but and he played the game too long, and now he's cornballing himself out because he's trying to play a 2005 game in 2023.
Some people can because they got the look, they got the charisma. Puffy can. Irv can't.
No, we can't. Well,
Puffy doing it.
So
Puffy doing it.
So nobody love Puff more than the two niggas on this screen with you. But Puff, no, we can't, bro. If you condoning that shit that Puff out here doing, nigga, you sound crazy.
No, I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, Puffy doing it. How he doing it? I don't know. But Puffy looks like a cooler dude than Irv. The chicks that Irv said he wants, 20-something, a 20-something-year-old baddie. She wants a cool nigga with bread, not the weird nigga with bread. That's all I'm saying. And Irv seems like the weird nigga with bread. But he still want a 26-year-old baddie. It ain't gonna work unless he pay for it. At least Puffy still seem cool. Puff still got a certain amount of flaw to him. So a city girl will fuck with him. Irv, maybe not so much. I'm not condoning neither one, but it is what it is.
All right. All right, bro. Before we gonna get in trouble. You see,
All right.
I'm trying to stay 47 and fly my damn self.
as you should.
There you go.
As you should. All right, my nigga. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Good job, Fred, as always.
Yo, Fred always got a good perspective, man, but I don't know. I'll leave it at that. Erica McKenzie. Let's try something. Well, Erica McKenzie. Let's see if she's in the room. Erica, you here?
Hey guys.
Erica, what's up?
What's up, y'all? Hey, Sean.
Where you coming from, Erica?
I'm calling from at Dakota.
You back in the Dakotas?
I'm back in these Dakotas. I got a few more months left on my contract.
Girl, you can't find a job. You can't find a job closer to home.
Listen. I could not find, when I started getting into my profession, I couldn't find a job making the money that I make back here.
Who you work for? A bunch of Indians?
Nah, I wish. I'd be home if I was working for a bunch of Indians. I work in healthcare, Rich. I thought you knew that.
No, I did, but I'm saying like the Dakotas ain't nothing but Indians up there, right?
It's not as many as you think it would be, for real. It's really not. It's a lot, but it's not as many as you would think it would be.
Okay.
It's predominantly Caucasian.
Okay.
Oh my God, so many thoughts. Fred touched on something when he was saying that thou shalt not want what thou shalt not does not qualify for. Piggybacking that, I think another problem is people don't really know what they want for real. Like, I remember when my friend first started dating her husband, she was like, he never has time for me. And I said to her, you want a nigga that makes this much money? You think he got time? Like, you think he got time to just be calling me every 2 seconds, telling you that he loves you and that you look cute for that? No, that nigga's out getting money. You say you want, I think people say that they want this, but you don't know what that entails. Women be like, oh, I want a nigga that make this much money. Coming from the workforce and looking at it from a different perspective, do you know what type of character that type of man has to even be in the field to make the money that he makes? Just because he makes money, that does not mean he's going to be faithful to you. That means that 8 times out of 10, your day is Tuesday. You stay right here on Tuesday, and if something happens on Wednesday, I'll let you know. But often than not, when niggas hit a certain tax bracket, that be their mentality. Their mentality don't be what the average woman wants. You just think you want that. I think social media is a major problem. Y'all don't know these people in real life. People talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce all the time. If your name is not Tata, you don't know these people. Period. Point blank. You don't know what type of arrangements these people have going on for real. You know what they show you. And just because people show you more than what they show you doesn't mean that what they're showing you is what's really going on behind closed doors. You don't know if Beyonce is allowed to have a boyfriend every 6 months. You don't know if he's allowed to have a girlfriend every 6 months. And then speaking on what Fred said, you're not willing to do the work to be Beyonce to attract a nigga like Jay-Z. You make $625 and you want a nigga that make $200 a year? Y'all ain't even gonna be in the same room. I'm just saying. But my original point, back to the cheating thing, right? I have a theory I would like to ask you all. I will also say that I do know men don't play about themselves when it comes to cheating. They're very cut and dry. I don't think women have the same, I don't want to call it respect for themselves, but I think they play a little bit more with themselves than men do. And it's just men can't handle that. They just really can't handle that. I don't think men can handle the truth, but that's neither here nor there. Conversations for another day. I think that when men cheat, 8, 9 times out of 10, it's like Sean was trying to say, it's a humbug. He wasn't out there actively looking for somebody to cheat with. He didn't wake up and say, man, I'm finna cheat on my girl today. I ain't got shit else to do. Why not? That's not how it happens for
Nigga, land the plane.
And when men cheat, it has nothing to do with the woman. I think that men get upset when women cheat. Because when women cheat, it's because y'all are fucking up. It's because of a lack of something y'all are not doing. If I come to you and I say, I need you to talk to me more, I need you to do this, this is something I need in a relationship, and you're not providing that, women tend to go find what you were missing in another man. It's not necessarily that it has to be emotional connection. I think when women cheat, it's because their man is fucking up. Period.
Should I disconnect you now or wait?
You don't think that? You don't think women cheat for a reason?
Sean, can you answer this question, please?
There's no question. What's the question?
Do you think women cheat for a reason? Are men upset because when women cheat, it has something to do with them? When men cheat, it don't necessarily got to do with the woman. But women tend to cheat because they're lacking something from their man.
So are you saying that, are you saying right now that women take comfort in when men cheat because oftentimes it has nothing to do with them? So,
I think so. I do think
women,
that.
so that's why it's easier for a woman to keep a man around because she knows that the reason he just cheated was not because of me. It was just because he was showing his royal oats.
Right. In certain circumstances, yes. I feel like it's easier to deal with because it ain't got nothing to do with me.
And
but
when men
women cheat, when women cheat, it's because of y'all.
So that's what makes a man that's what makes a Sean Prez or a Richie D not be able to accept his girl back is because he knows that the reason she cheated was because of my inadequacy in some kind of way.
That's my question.
Should I hang up on you now or now? Should I hang up on you now or wait? Sean, you want to say?
No, go ahead, Rich.
I think that is absolutely nuts. Not to ever say, and I'm not, see, this is the crazy part. You didn't say nothing wrong on the macro level. Oh, excuse me, on the micro level. You didn't say nothing wrong on the micro level. Yeah, all these situations where men cheat, and Sean just said it, we spoke about this whole thing earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of situations when men cheat that it just so happens that he went outside and met a girl in the club and banged her in the car. Like, that happens, and it has nothing to do with going home. It has nothing to do with you being at home or what you did wrong or nothing. It's just the fact that she was accessible to me in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There are times when women cheat on men because men aren't handling their business at home. That's a thing. That's the thing. So on a micro level, absolutely, I can't deny that either one of those two things happen. But the bigger picture is women cheat on dudes because they are working with a guy. There's an attraction to that guy. He's cool. It's a proximity thing. All of that stuff has to do with why women also cheat. So every time a man cheats, every time a woman cheats, it's not always because a man is doing something wrong. Women cheat for the same reasons. They meet somebody, they like somebody better. He works with
They like somebody
proximity.
what? They like somebody what? They like somebody better. Is that what you just said? They like somebody better.
They have better chemistry. They're around them. You just said that a man goes to work. If you want a man that makes 6 figures, but you mad that the nigga got to go to work from 10 to 10, then that's not the man doing something wrong. You chose that man. So don't, because you bang the mailman or the fucking milkman, don't make it right because your man ain't home. He ain't doing nothing wrong. You chose that man.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying he did anything wrong, but I'm saying that sometimes be the reason for women. Women will be like, oh, my nigga's not doing this. And you meet somebody that you see is doing it. And that's one of the things that gravitates you to that.
You know what that sounds like to me? You know what that sounds like to me?
You better not say no bullshit.
No, you know what that sounds like to me?
What?
The women want the best of both worlds.
I agree.
Women want the man who make 100,000, and she also want the man who want to spend time and lay up and watch General Hospital at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the man that make 100,000 can't do that because he's making the 100,000. So you want the best of both worlds. The fact that you even home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to fuck the mailman or the Amazon man is because I'm out making 100,000, so you don't have to do nothing except for sit home and fuck the Amazon man.
I mean, no argument there. But that goes back to people say they want something and don't know what they really want. They don't know what really comes along with that. You just see it look good. It looked good on the ground. It looked good that he did this for her or whatever. He bought her all these roses. He could have bought all those roses because he just got off with somebody 2 minutes ago. He felt guilty, so he bought her all these roses. Like, you just don't ever know. So you don't think that the reason for women cheating plays anything into a man not being able to forgive his woman?
Sean, that's a Sean question.
What's the question? Yeah, like I tuned out. What's the question?
I'm sorry, sir.
Serious.
So do you think that one of the reasons men find it hard to forgive a woman when she cheats is because it's something that he's doing wrong? It's a reflection of him. That doesn't factor into why you.
Maybe you need to bring your phone closer to you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Much better.
Okay. So like I was saying, like a woman will cheat because she's missing something in a relationship. Men aren't like that. Men will cheat. He don't even know her name, like you said. He ain't even trying to get to know her for real, right? But when a woman cheats, it's for a reason. So are any of those reasons why men find it difficult to take a woman back when she cheats? Like if she's cheating on you because you have a small dick, are you upset that that's something that does it ever cross your mind when it comes to I'm not taking her back, that you made a fucked up, that you did something wrong, you were or were not doing something right?
Are we talking about Sean or men in general?
Both. No, not Sean, because Sean ain't taking you back. But yeah, like do you ever consider why she did it as to why you will or will not take her back?
No.
Okay,
I'm talking for Sean and men in general. 90%, it might be some good dudes out there who, and I hate to say it this way, a nigga could be a habitual cheater and let his woman cheat one time. Do you think he sits around and says to himself, well, you know what, I've been cheating since we got together. Matter of fact, the one day I didn't cheat was the cheat day she went out there and cheated. Do you think a nigga really sit there and rationalizes it and comes to some type of logical reason to forgive this woman? No. Nigga don't care. I don't care why you cheated. I don't want to hear it. We're done. Now, there is a 10% who may take you back, who may be understanding, who may have self-awareness, who may be mature enough to hear. Matter of fact, how about this? Who may even have the stomach to let you look him in the face and explain why you ended up with another dick inside of you. I don't have that. All of those wonderful traits, Sean don't have them. And I speak for 90% of the male population on planet Earth. Whether you are in India, China, Japan, or right here in the good old USA. I don't have those wonderful traits, and most men don't. So I don't think your reason for cheating ever comes across the mind of a man. And with that being said, this part of the conversation concludes. Erica, we love you.
I love y'all.
Go hang out with the white people in South Dakota, and I'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye, girl.
All right. Let's go with.
Yo, Rich. Am I wrong? Like, do you think? What percentage would you say of men really would listen to why their woman cheated? Like, that's a conversation we gotta have.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
listen.
Hold that thought, Sean. What's up?
Who we got?
I can't see you. The light's not on, beloved. You gotta turn some lights on or something.
I'm hiding out. Hold on.
Don't hide out on Instagram with 300 people.
Okay, I'm trying to hide somewhere quiet so I can get into the conversation. Well, I know the conversation was about cheating. So this is my input on cheating. And there's really no right or wrong answer as to why people cheat. Everybody has their own reason as to why. Men, women, everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the individual. If you're going to cheat, it could be anything. Just go there with it first. So my thing about cheating is, if you're a person who will let your spouse cheat multiple times and continuously take them back, the day and age that we live in, why not just go into polygamy? At this point, like, polygamy is real, and I don't judge nobody for nothing. There are some people who get into polygamous relationships for multiple reasons. Again, you cannot put one perspective on everybody. Everybody has different perspectives. But if you're willing to keep taking a person back after cheating, you might as well just be open with it and know who your man's dealing with or who your woman's dealing with, whatever the case is. So, I mean, that's my whole thing about it. Just be honest and open with it. If you're going to take it back anyway, because at the end of the day, you're just hurting yourself. You're crying, you're fighting over this person, you're not letting it go. Me personally, I'm just going to let it go. Some people also, I believe, stay in relationships due to the fact that they don't want to be alone. They're insecure, they just don't want to be alone. But again, it's just, this is kind of like a question it has too many broad answers, too many answers to why people cheat. Why you always so quiet when I come on the live?
Because when you start talking about, people ain't finna change what they want to cater to their relationship. I don't think people do that. I don't think people be like, well, I can't get this nigga to be faithful, so I'm just gonna go ahead and enter into a world of polygamy, because that's really giving away your power. Like, you're really about to enter
Listen, you don't want to change and say, okay, I want to be into a polygamous relationship. But meanwhile, you're in a polygamous relationship. You just don't know.
Okay.
Because again, I'm talking about the women.
Cut him off.
But listen, but what I said was I was speaking on the women who continuously give them another chance. I'm not speaking on the ones who say, you know what, you're cheating on me, I can't do this, I'm gone. I'm speaking on the ones who stay there, who've been with people who got babies on them and who caught their man or woman cheating over and over and over again. At that point, why not just be into a polygamous relationship? Now, again, me personally, I'm going to leave. But there are a lot of people who stay there feeling like, oh, well, you know, and they're fighting it out, their relationships hectic, they're stressing themselves out because they're worried about what he's doing because you done caught him cheating 10, 20 times, but you keep taking them back. So now you're all stressed out. So at this point, it's like, you might as well just be in a polygamous relationship. Everybody has this hype on, you know, against it because of other people's views. But in reality, there's so many people who are in polygamous relationships without even knowing. So many sad. There's so many sad women who are willing to be sad women, and then there's women who are willing to keep taking their man back for having a sad woman, and he don't let her go. He just gets a little sneakier. So I think people should just be upfront with themselves. Now I'm not saying that, you know, that's something I'm into. I'm just saying I ain't really against it for those who are. I'm not a judgmental type of person.
Sean?
There's no question here. There's no question.
Okay, so with that question being said, how do you all feel about polygamous relationships?
I could give a crap. That's what you into. God bless you.
So
And
do you
I
think
don't.
when I'm saying
I
there's like,
feel the same thing.
so
I wouldn't judge
you
nobody
ever-
for business. Huh?
so do you understand what I mean by if you're going to continuously let your partner cheat, why not just be
Yeah,
polygamous?
but see, I don't have a problem with polygamy. Let's put this out there. I don't have a problem with polygamy and polygamous relationships. We had a dude on here that had 30,000 girlfriends. I can't remember his name, but he was on here and they were all happy, and we sat on here for an hour and a half and chatted, and they loved the whole relationship. But I don't think that because you allow your man who you want to be in a what's it called, relationship, a monogamous relationship, I don't think that because you let this man cheat or you have caught him cheating, that you can accept the fact that you are now going to enter in a relationship where he just is known to have multiple girlfriends. It doesn't work like that. The human mind doesn't work like that. Just because you taking your nigga back and you want your one man to be faithful to you doesn't mean that because he isn't going to be faithful means that you should just be like, oh, okay, cool. You should just go fuck everybody then. That ain't how your mind works.
Either. See, I didn't say that either. I think you're kind of looking at polygamy wrong. Polygamy is a thing of people, everyone knowing who's who. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, all I'm saying is if your man is cheating on you,
a monogamous relationship, you are not going to accept a polygamous relationship. I don't care how many times your man cheats. The reason you keep taking him back is in hopes that he stops doing what he's doing. That's
insanity then.
Huh?
And that's kind of insane is what I'm saying. If a woman keeps taking a man back hoping that he's going to change and he's not, I mean, to me, I think personally, I think it's crazy. I personally think it's crazy for a person.
The real statement here is, why do you keep taking a man back hoping that he does something different than what he's already shown you to be? That's the real statement. The real statement is that, because that becomes insanity. The other statement of why you would allow yourself to put yourself, why you would take yourself out of your comfort zone for the sake of keeping a man who won't be monogamous. So I'm willing to enter into a polygamous relationship with a man who won't be monogamous, even though I don't want a polygamous relationship. You have given away every ounce of power that you have ever had in life.
You're
and
already
blow your brains out.
But you're already stressed out. You're already giving up everything whenever you keep taking this person back, and now you're stressed out searching and seeing what you're doing.
You're
so it's like my thing
keep
about
talking
it
about
is,
what you're already in. You keep talking about what you're already in and missing the whole point.
No,
the point is not what you're already
what you're
in.
saying.
You don't want to be there. So you're hoping
Right,
that
so that's
this
what
man
I'm
does
saying.
it.
I feel like I'm agreeing to what you're saying. No, I 100% agree to what you're saying. If a person is cheating, you should leave. If a person is continuously cheating on you, you don't see any changes, you should leave. I'm saying a lot of people are in unhappy relationships and wasting their time in those situations when they want a monogamous person who's not being that. That's my thing. So I'm just saying, before stressing yourself out in that situation, that would be my suggestion to it, because you're just stressing yourself out. If you can't let go, shit, join them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people just can't let go.
I'm gonna tell you how crazy that sounds from my perspective, and then we can end this. If I got a girl, and my girl keeps fucking other dudes, and I keep taking her back under the guise that one day she will fucking at some point be faithful to me, and it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen, I swear to God, me and her are never gonna fuck niggas together. I can assure you that nothing in this world is going to allow me to put myself in a position where I'm fucking my girl with other dudes because she can't seem to not fuck other dudes. So I might as well just join in and
You're
play
not.
with her.
You're looking at polygamy differently. Then you're looking at polygamy like they all got to be sleeping together. That's not
Polygamy
necessarily
is
polygamy. Polygamy can be different ways.
Listen to what I'm saying. Polygamy is homosexuality, is bestiality, is anything that you're not a part of. If you're not a polygamist, then you should not subject yourself to polygamy. If you're not a homosexual, then you should not subject yourself to homosexuality just because your girl or your guy cannot be faithful. That is not right. If your girl wants to fuck a horse and you can't keep her from fucking horses, doesn't mean that you can go on the internet and fuck some horses with her.
That's it again. You're not looking at polygamy right. Because there are people who are in polygamous relationships who don't necessarily sleep with the person as a partner.
It seems like you're trying to sell polygamy.
I'm not selling anything. I'm just being real. Polygamous relationship does not mean y'all all have to sleep together. That's just being real. Polygamous relationship just means that I know the partner who I'm with is with somebody else. They don't necessarily have to sleep together. So you must not really understand polygamy like that. Do you understand what I'm saying though, Sean? He's looking at it like we all got to be sleeping together. It doesn't have to be that way.
Sean don't know what you're saying because the whole every Sean is thinking like I'm thinking. And we 100%. We've had polygamous people on this show, and they have talked about their relationship. And what you're talking about is not a polygamous relationship. That's not what that man came on here and talked about, him and his people being a part of. What you're talking about is you can't beat them, join them. That's what you're saying.
No, I was talking about like this. It's more of a sister wives type of situation. More so something like that, you seen on TV with the sister wives and shit like that. They wasn't necessarily sleeping together. I was more so referring to that. But again, like I was saying, I'm not saying. I was just speaking in the matter of stressing yourself out, being with someone who doesn't want to be monogamous, and you keep chasing and hoping this person's going to change when or not. Me, like I said, I would leave.
Leave that person.
That's what I said. I would leave, but there are people who wouldn't. I'm just saying there are people who wouldn't, who are miserable as hell, wanting and waiting, wanting a way that's never going to happen. That's all I was basically saying. I would personally leave.
Bye, Erica. You're not finna turn our podcast into some we everybody be polygamous shit.
I did not say that.
Goodbye. But do you understand my point, Sean?
Yo, you said it sound like you selling polygamy. Yo, what the hell?
All right, who we got in here? Dolly Parker, are you in the room?
Oh my God, you just killed me off with the horse. And I had a question.
What's your name, young lady?
My name is Tootie. I'm from Long Beach, California.
Nice to meet you, girl.
Me too. Oh my God. So I'll just ask this question. Because I want to say on the cheating, do you think that everybody cheats? It's a question for either one of you guys to answer.
No, that's a silly question.
Why? Why do you think it's a silly question?
Everybody, like 100% of planet Earth? No, that's a silly question.
Like, what do you like? What's the like?
No, because the last person I was gonna ask you about with the respectable cheating, I was gonna bring up poly relationships. Like that's probably like, or that would be like the modern day. I guess if you want to say cheating is respectable, to be in a poly relationship, but you like it is disrespectful all the way around.
Like I said, we had a poly guy on here, and he had his girlfriends on here with him. And I wish this guy was here today, but apparently he's not. Huh?
I think I've seen it before.
Yeah, and he explained the difference between polygamy is not cheating because it's what everybody wants. So that's why I don't understand. The last girl kept trying to push polygamy on somebody who wants a monogamous relationship.
I
And
think
you saying that polygamy is the new, I guess, respectful cheating when
like the question earlier was like, you said like the girl who the question was, I guess your friend had asked the question, I guess a week or so prior, was like, is there a such thing of respectable cheating? So what I'm saying is, I guess in this day and time, like if you want to call it respectable, that would be the new respectable cheating, is being in a poly relationship, even though cheating is disrespectful all the way around. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe I'm not saying it right.
No, I agree with that.
You get what I'm
I
saying,
guess
or what I'm trying to say?
We do.
that in this day and age, that would be the closest thing to a
Right.
respectful,
If you
a
want to
respectful
ask
cheating
that
relationship
question,
would be a polygamous relationship.
right? Like, yeah, if that's what you want to call respectable cheating, because everybody is in agreement, everybody knows. So it's like you giving call passes to whoever your mates are.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was like. I don't know if I'm asking it correctly,
No.
but yeah. But I kind of understand what the girl prior that was just on. I think that's what she was trying to convey. Like as far as like people that they think they're in monogamous relationships, right? And whoever their mate, whether it's a girl or a guy, whoever your mate is they cheating on them, but they don't know that they're being cheated on. So then when they find out and they done took this person back in the hopes that this person will be faithful to them, but then find out, okay, this person's never going to change. They're going to keep cheating, right? So then it's like, why not just be I think she was saying, just be in a poly relationship.
Then leave. Then I'm gonna say the same thing. Then leave because
exactly. That's my sentiments, because if you cheat, you're gone.
Exactly.
I'm not in the cheating. Like there's no. But that's all I wanted to say. Have a good night.
Later. Okay. Hold on, Rick.
Go ahead.
Anybody who gets in here, you gotta have a question. You gotta like I don't mind hearing your thoughts on stuff, but we gotta have some questions in here. So go ahead.
Shavon Harris, Sunshine, what's up? Shavon Harris. Nope. All right. Cancel her out. Moving on. Ren Green. Ren Green, are you in the room? Ren Green? Ren Green? Nope. Okay. Moving right along. Shavon Harris. Shavon Harris. Shavon Harris. No Shavon Harris. Gabby Wright. Gabby Wright. We ain't heard from Gabby in a minute. Gabby Wright. Gabby, what's up?
What's up, guys? Hey,
Calling
Prez.
from
Jersey.
I mean, let everybody know. Everybody might not have been here the last time. It's been a while for you, Gabby. Where you been?
I ain't never cammed up, but I'm always in the comments. I have a question. First of all, I don't think cheating obviously is good for nobody, but I have a question because everybody's always wondering why the woman stays with the man, right? Why they never leave, right? But my question is to switch it up just a little bit. Why doesn't the man ever leave? Why does he choose to stay the entire time knowing what he's doing and that he's hurting her and stays until she's completely broken?
Sean?
First off, I want to say, what a dope question.
That was very, I had to.
What,
Gabby,
what,
representing Edgewater.
I've been waiting, like y'all know, I stay on the low here.
what a dope question. Good job, Gabby. Good job. And an original question, not a question I think has ever been asked on the show. I think the short answer is I'm not gonna say men. I think people are selfish. They want their cake and eat it too. People are just by nature, you know, people are selfish. But I also believe people are like kids. Men are like kids. I'll narrow it to men. You get what you accept. And if I got no incentive, you know, we all have had kids and we have all been kids. And our parents tell us to be in at a certain time. And our parents tell us to do this and to do that. And after a while, you start making decisions based on, I know the punishment. And truth be told, my mother, like my mother yelling and screaming, is that really worth me not going to this party and staying out all night? And I'm going to see a bunch of girls and hang out with my boys and do this, that, and that. So you know what? I'm going to just deal with that. And I'm going to go have the time of my life. And when I come in, I already know what I'm going to hear. But after a while, she going to get over it. And we going to go through this cycle again. She loves me. And it's no different. And if your woman or your man or whoever takes you back again and again.
Yeah, it's a cycle that keeps going on until somebody breaks it and chooses better for themselves.
Here's the deal, right? Like with some people, you know, they don't have to yell, they don't have to scream. But if this nigga say something, he mean every word he say. Mm-hmm. If this chick say something, she means every word that comes out of her mouth. Mm-hmm. Those types of people you don't F with. You don't like, there are no repeat offenders in those people's lives. Mm-hmm. Because you said it and I believe you. Mm-hmm. So even if I go out here and mess up, I'm coming home and I'm packing my own bags. Because I know this is over. I'm not even going to give us a chance. Like, it ain't going to be a chance for you to yell.
Once that trust is broken, it's like it's a wrap. Is it not? Because can you even get that back? Can you get that back? Like completely.
Well, you're going somewhere completely different now, but I think I just answered your original question.
You did. Thank you. I appreciate it.
But Richie, I'll throw it to you, and you can go wherever y'all about to go.
And Rich, don't you dare take the Leo out on me, all right?
Nah, I don't think. I mean, the simple answer to that question is, I can't speak for anybody, but I mean, I guess people work towards getting the respect back. They work towards getting the trust back. It's just about how I can't give you the trust back. I wouldn't want to give you the trust back. Like I said, it's one of my non-negotiables. I don't play that cheating shit.
Cheating and lying is a no-no for me.
Well, I mean, it's a no-no for most people, but I feel like, listen, I'm not gonna never tell nobody what's important to them. Like, there's children involved, there's relationships, there's people that have been together for a long time. There's a whole bunch of different reasons why people accept what other people do. Like, people get caught slipping up, and if you think that person ain't gonna slip up again, then you might want to take them back. Me,
I probably am going to.
I'm at a point where I ain't.
Can I finish?
What?
Can I finish?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't get snitty. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
So, but anyway, long story long, I would never tell anybody not to follow your heart. Like, follow your heart. If you think that this dude has got caught, if you caught him cheating and you think that he's going to be a better person for it and y'all can move past it, then I'm not going to sit on this live and tell people that they should just be like Richie and Sean and be like, yo, if you cheated, you out of here. It's a done deal. I know in my heart of hearts that I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time trying to figure out a way that I'm going to take you back, because I know it's going to be 6 months from now and I'm still going to look at you every night and want to choke the shit out you. So why even subject myself to 6 months of that when I know it's not going to change? So why?
I agree with you.
If you got 5 kids, then sometimes you need to try to figure that shit out.
I mean, I've been there too. For 20 years I was married. So I went through all that. And yeah, that's why I think I'm just asking a general question, because I'm at a point for myself where I'm very selective who I let into my little energy of me, you know, and I know what I want and don't want, but I just think that a lot of females have other questions out here that aren't answered. And I thought I'd ask a general question on behalf of them.
It's a good question.
Well,
Actually, a great question.
Thank you for asking the question on behalf of the women of the world. That had nothing to do with you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Gabby. All
You're
right,
welcome.
Gabby.
You're
All
welcome.
right, Gabby.
Bye.
Later.
Bye, Sean.
Later.
Now, Gab, you know that shit was more personal than that. Astoria Waller. It just sounds like with a name like Astoria Waller, you got a good question. Astoria Waller. She's not even in the room. Tracy Hagan. Tracy Hagan. Tracy Hagan. Tracy Hagan. No. Flawless Beauty, Special Robinson. Special Robinson. Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
What's your name, girl?
My name's Special. I'm in Houston. My question is, why do men put in so much effort to get to know a woman and to fall in love with a woman, and then as soon as he get what it is that he desires out of her, he leaves?
Say that one more time for me.
Why is it?
And put the phone closer so we can hear you.
I said, why is it that men put in so much effort to get to know a female, be a part of her life, and allow her to fall in love with him, and then when he gets out of her what it is that he desires, he leaves?
You got to give some more context to that. That's just too. It's just too broad. You got to.
A lot of times, men will get into a relationship with a female. They be in the relationship with the female. They go places, spend time with his kids, her kids, develop this lifestyle and quote unquote build this lifestyle with this female based on lies. But then as soon as he get what it is out of her that he desired from that particular person, he leaves, and he leaves the woman broken.
Okay,
Why do men put in so much effort?
Stop. When you say get what he desires, what are we talking about? What is that exactly?
Sex, clothes, money, cars, whatever the case may be.
Is it one time, or is this over years? Like what? You got to narrow this, because I'm not going to be able to help. Maybe Rich, but this is so. Are we talking about once he hit it, he's out? Are we talking about a long-term relationship?
Okay, so let's go with the hit it. It can be long-term relationship. I had a friend that was in a relationship with a guy for like 3 years. When she met the guy, he pretty much was starting over. He had just got out of a marriage. He had been divorced maybe about 2-3 years, and he had certain goals for himself. She pushed him to get to them goals. When he got to them goals, he left her high and dry, and they had 2 kids.
Now, that what you just said, like, see, this is what Sean is saying. You were painting this with a broad brush, because now when
Really
you start
are.
breaking it down, that's a lot different than a hit it and quit it. That's a whole lot different than a hit it and quit it scenario. So when we say you got to break it down, you have to break it down so we can understand exactly what we're trying to answer. Because the answer to that is, if you're at a point in your life where you aren't, he probably wasn't at a point in his life where he felt like he was about anything. In which case he was talking to a woman who he didn't feel like was about anything. And as fucked up as that sounds, I'm just going to be real. Let's just be real. When I'm not accomplished, I'm going to talk to a woman who I don't think is accomplished, because my insecurity won't let me punch up. I'm not going to be talking to a woman that I feel is above me when I don't have anything to offer, and I know she ain't going to pay me no mind anyway because she's looking for something better. So I'm going to talk to a woman who's on my level, or I deem to be on my level at that time. And she can encourage me and put the battery in my back and help me get to the point where I'm now elevating to where now I'm looking down on her. And it happens with men and women. It happens with women too. I can tell you stories about a bunch of dudes. You said you known this woman for 3 years. I can tell you dudes that put their girls through college. I can tell you dudes that put their girls through med school and law school, and as soon as she becomes a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse or whatever the case may be, she don't look at that dude the same no more, because he's just a trash man that helped me elevate myself. But as a trash man, he never elevated himself. So now I'm looking down on him, because now I'm a lawyer, and I'm a lawyer. And Lord, for God forbid a lawyer ever be with a trash man, right? Lord, God forbid a doctor ever be with a trash man, even though that man stood next to me while I was in med school. So that question is a lot different than a nigga who just is out here trying to get money and cars in a hit it and quit it situation.
So let's go to the hit it and quit it scenario. Why do men put so much effort into getting to know a female when all he wants is the pussy, when he could have just said that first? Because half of us, shit, we cool with that too.
Sean?
Rich like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that one. And somebody put in the comments in here, she said, why did she put herself in that situation? Women don't put themselves in a situation to be hurt. They put themselves in a situation so that they can be able to benefit their partner. When a woman invests in a man, it's different. And when men invest in a woman, it's different. When you invest in your partner, you want to build with your partner so that your partner can see and have the lavish things in life that they want to have. All women don't just give men money just to be able to say, quote unquote, I got somebody. But when you decide that you and that person is going to be together and you guys are going to build, of course you want to invest in your man. You never think that that man's going to leave you at the time and space that he does when he seems like he's doing better than you.
I almost don't know where to go with this conversation. I don't have enough context, and I don't like making assumptions. And let's just go backwards for a second, right? And the reason I don't like making assumptions because I actually take time and really think about what I'm gonna say before I say it. I can't assume that any woman or man who makes money automatically starts to feel themselves and say, yo, I can't date a trash man anymore because they're not on my level. So if you gave us more context, and maybe that is the case, maybe it's a mindset thing. Maybe this nigga was a cornball all along, and now that he's making great money and he got this regular chick, she's not good enough for him. Or maybe she been giving him a headache the whole ride. Like maybe he met her at 130 pounds and now she 253 pounds. Maybe there's more context to this story. You know, I don't know it. So if you want to zone in and you want to give real context, I promise you, I can give you real insight. But what
So
you
when
doing,
she met him, she was a doctor. She's a pediatrician. She has no kids. When she met him, he was in engineering school. He had just got out of a divorce. I think it was like 2 or 3 years after his divorce when they met each other. And she had no kids, but he had a kid with his prior wife. They had 2 kids in the process of him going to school to finish becoming an engineer. When he became an engineer, they bought a house. They had another baby. So this makes baby number 2. 2 years after that, she had found out that he had 2 other kids with 2 other women. And he left the relationship and he ended up marrying the young lady that he cheated with.
okay. Do you see how much different this version sounds than every version? Like, actually, we done wasted 15 minutes for you to get here. So, Rich, do you want to jump in?
Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
I mean, again, like, I don't know enough about their story. I don't. But for what it sounds like, here's I got a question for you. The woman that he cheated with, that he had another child outside the relationship, what did she do for a living? Do you know?
She was a stripper.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I hear you. Okay.
So, your friend is a pediatrician.
Mm-hmm.
She stuck with him, and he became an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
She had 1 or 2 children with him.
2.
Biological children. I know he brought 1 into the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So in total, she has 2 biological children. He had 1 with his first wife. He cheats on her with a stripper and had how many kids outside the relationship?
He had 2 different kids with 2 different women.
And the woman that he ended up marrying was an ex-stripper.
No, she a stripper.
She's currently a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Helpful. So he's still with a woman who works the pole.
Yes.
And she gave him a child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell your friend who's sitting next to you, who don't want to come on camera and show her face, nigga, instead of worrying about why this nigga left her, she needs to be thanking God he did leave her. This nigga a piece of garbage. Like, I know she hurting and she want answers to the questions, but real talk, God saved her. Like this nigga here, if he had a happy home with 2 kids with her, had 2 kids outside the relationship, and is currently with a woman who's working, that nigga is shallow. That nigga is unfocused. He having kids with everybody under the sun. She needs to thank God this nigga's not even nowhere next to her. Like, what the hell is she worried about why he did it? She needs to be thanking God. God showed her what she actually had in her bed. What she gave 2 kids to. I would look at this as Lord, thank you. I was in love with this nigga, had me fooled. And and I very rarely say what I'm about to say because I'm not on that whole saying stuff for women. So I can get a bunch of likes and all. But nigga, she could do so much better. That nigga showed her. You could do so much better than me. If my girl didn't pull the stunt like that, or if my brother winded up with a woman like, or my sister wound up with a man like that, my thing would be, thank God, like, you see what you had. There was no future in this nigga. This nigga went from you. I mean, it's one thing if you say that she was an ex-stripper, but she's still on the pole after putting out a kid. What kind of low morals woman, no, what kind of low morals man who is educated, obviously he's an engineer, he's a professional, what kind of low morals man did she ever, nah, I don't know the why, but I know she need to be thanking God for opening her eyes to what she was really dealing with. I can't speak for the why except to say that this nigga's a piece of crap. End of story. But Rich, maybe you got a bit, like, I don't know the why. I just think that the nigga's a piece of God. Like,
nah, that's a simple equation. Like, sometimes you just run into a real creep, and dude just seems like he's a real creep, and she just, I mean, creep come in all packages. Like, you could be an engineer and be a creep. You could, you know what I'm saying? She, like Sean said, like, bottom line, this shit was destined for failure. He's a piece of shit, and she should be counting her lucky stars that not only she don't got 5 kids instead of 1. Like, it
she got 2.
Worse. Like, you could look at it and it could actually be worse. Like, she could have not known it, or she could have never called him, and it could have just been prolonged forever and just been a mess.
She said thank you. She appreciated it. And she said she was just looking for the closure. She over here writing fucking notes. I told her just to get on here and ask you.
yeah, I mean, I wish she wasn't afraid to show her face, but here's the deal, man. Number one, you deserve better. I don't know you from a can of paint. And I don't say things for people to agree with me. If y'all watch this show, y'all know my personality. Whoever you are, you deserve better. You do. This man, I wouldn't bog myself down with the why he did it. Does that even matter at this point? It's irrelevant. But he's showing you who he is. He's showing you what he is. Believe him. Believe him. And thank God he's out of your life. That nigga's exactly where he's supposed to be. Let God deal with him. Let that stripper deal with him. Let all them headaches from all them chicks he got babies with deal with him. That ain't no longer your headache. Him doing what he did don't take away from the fact that you're still a professional. You're a doctor. You're desirable. You got 2 beautiful kids out of it. I don't just bash dudes and I don't bash chicks for no reason. But I could tell you, him having 1 kid, 2 with her, and then 2 outside the relationship, that's 5 damn kids that she know about. This dude, you deserve better. That's the best I could tell you, and that's I hope with it, whatever you're looking for, you can just accept that part and move on. Don't worry about the why.
She said thank you. She's crying. She said that she really appreciate to have black men that'll be honest about how they feel in certain vulnerable situations. She said the reason why she didn't show her face is because a lot of her friends are in this chat.
Let me ask you something. How old is that man?
How old is he? 47.
Okay. It even proves my point more. If that's a grown man. That's a whole grown man. You need to be running so far in the opposite direction. And I ain't gonna say he ain't never gonna change. But if at 47, this is your behavior, and you have chosen, he left his first relationship that he was married, then he got with her, gave her 2 kids, had a stable home, left her, had 2 kids outside of her. And out of all of these women, you chose the stripper who's still stripping. Nigga, tell her to thank the Lord and keep it moving. That dude's 47 years old. That dude's a joke. Real talk.
Shut up.
A real
She'll be
joke.
cracking up. She said she appreciates you. Thank you.
All right, Mama.
All right, thanks.
Tell her be good.
Yo, it is 10 o'clock. Actually, it is 10:03.
Okay, we're in the here.
We had a good night, I think. Next week we need more questions. Now that I think it'd be certain conversations that people just want to talk about as opposed to asking questions. The cheating thing, I get it. I get it tonight. But once again, y'all, thank you so much. Hold on, let me look at something. Man, we got about 50 people in the What You Club, bro. But anyway, next week we do it again. If y'all have a question, please write it down in your notes. Save it for next week. Every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Rich Dollars, Sean Perez, we are the Boys Club. We are here every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. See you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Peace and love, y'all. This will be on our YouTube channel tomorrow. Please go subscribe to the official Boys Club. Sean Perez, Rich Dollars. Just put that in YouTube. This episode will be up tomorrow. Please subscribe.
All right,
see y'all later.